Welcome, dear viewers, to a place where shadows whisper and legends come to life. Tonight we scale the crumbling walls of haunted watchtowers, solitary sentinels overlooking desolate landscapes, their stones bearing witness to centuries of tragedy and terror. We'll uncover 3 chilling legends, each more unsettling than the last. Stories whispered through generations. Turn off the lights, lock your doors, and prepare to be enthralled by the chilling tales of 3 chilling legends from haunted watchtowers. But be warned, once you step into this world of shadows and whispers, there's no turning back. Our journey begins on a windswept cliff overlooking a churning, unforgiving sea. There, perched precariously on the edge, stands the skeletal frame of what was once a formidable watchtower. Locals whisper of a phantom watchman, a spectral sentinel forever bound to this desolate post. In the early 1800s, a man named Silas, a grizzled veteran, took up the mantle of watchman. Every night he would climb the winding stairs, his lantern casting flickering shadows, his only companions the howling wind and the crashing waves. One stormy night, amidst a tempest that shook the very foundations of the tower, Silas vanished without a trace. Some say he was swept away by a rogue wave, his screams swallowed by the fury of the storm. Others believe he simply abandoned his post, driven mad by the isolation. But the truth whispered around flickering candlelight is far more sinister. Silas, they say, never left the tower. His spirit, tethered to the place of his demise, remains, a spectral watchman eternally bound to his duty. Those who dare to approach the tower after nightfall speak of a chilling presence, an unseen observer lurking in the shadows. The faint flicker of lantern light dances in the skeletal windows, and the mournful groan of the wind seems to whisper Silas's name. Footsteps echo on the stone stairs, heavy and measured, like a watchman making his rounds. But when the bravest souls reach the top of the tower, they find nothing but the empty shell of a room, the air thick with the silence of ages. Yet the feeling of being watched persists, the prickling sensation of unseen eyes boring into their very souls. Some have reported seeing the ghostly silhouette of a man standing at the edge of the cliff, his back turned, his form outlined against the moonlit sky. He stands there unwavering, his spectral gaze fixed on the horizon, ever vigilant, ever watchful. They say he is searching for something lost in the depths of the sea, something he is destined to never find. But Silas's ghostly vigil is not a peaceful one. Legends speak of his rage, his fury at being trapped in this spectral purgatory. Those who trespass on his domain often meet with unfortunate ends. So heed this warning, dear viewers, and think twice before venturing too close to the edge of the world where the phantom watchman keeps his lonely vigil. Our next tale takes us deep into a forgotten forest where sunlight struggles to penetrate the dense canopy, casting the ancient woods in perpetual twilight. Here, shrouded in mist and legend, stands the cursed Tower of Shadows, a name whispered in fear by those who know its dark history. This tower, unlike the last, still stands tall, its stones blackened by time and, some say, by the evil that permeates its very core. Legends say the tower was built by a powerful sorcerer, a man consumed by his pursuit of forbidden knowledge. He sought to unlock the secrets of life and death, to bend the very fabric of reality to his will. But his hubris, as is often the case with those who delve too deep into the abyss, proved to be his undoing. The rituals he performed within the tower's walls were fueled by dark magic, summoning forces beyond human comprehension. The shadows themselves seemed to writhe and contort in his presence, eager to do his bidding. But power, once unleashed, is a fickle mistress. The shadows, once his servants, turned on their master, twisting his desires, warping his very essence until only a shell of the man remained. The sorcerer vanished, consumed by his own creations, his fate a chilling reminder of the price of forbidden knowledge. But the shadows remain, trapped within the tower walls, their forms contorted and grotesque, reflecting the darkness that birthed them. They say the tower itself is now a conduit, a beacon drawing in lost souls, feeding the shadows with their despair. Those who stumble upon the tower speak of an oppressive atmosphere, a heavy silence that seems to suffocate the very air. The shadows within the tower dance and writhe, mimicking the movements of those who dare to enter. They stretch and contort, taking on monstrous shapes that seem to mock the visitors with their silent dance of despair. Some say the shadows are merely illusions, tricks of the light played on the minds of the weary. But others whisper of something far more sinister. They say the shadows are sentient, remnants of the sorcerer's twisted will, feeding on the fear and anguish of those who cross their path. So, be warned, dear viewers, curiosity may not always kill the cat. Sometimes it leads you down a winding path, deeper and deeper into the heart of darkness. Our final tale brings us to a desolate stretch of coastline, where the crashing waves beat against the jagged rocks with relentless fury. Here, at the edge of the world, stands the old lighthouse, its beacon long extinguished, its once bright paint peeled and faded, revealing the ravages of time and the unforgiving wrath of the sea. The locals will tell you that the old lighthouse is home to a different kind of keeper, one who guards its secrets from beyond the veil of death. The old lighthouse keeper, a man named Elias, was as much a fixture of the coastline as the lighthouse itself. For decades he had kept the lamp lit, its beam cutting through the darkest storms, guiding countless ships to safety. He was a solitary man, content with the company of the seabirds and the rhythmic crashing of the waves. But one fateful night, a storm raged unlike any other, a tempest so fierce it shook the very foundations of the lighthouse. When the storm finally subsided, Elias was gone. Some say he was swept away by a rogue wave, his body claimed by the depths. Others believe he perished within the lighthouse itself, crushed beneath its crumbling walls. But the truth, whispered by the wind and the waves, is far more unsettling. Elias, they say, never truly left his beloved lighthouse. His spirit, bound to the place where he spent his life, remains as its eternal guardian, a spectral lighthouse keeper forever tethered to his duty. Fishermen tell of seeing a ghostly figure standing on the balcony of the old lighthouse, a spectral lantern held aloft, its ethereal light cutting through the fog and mist. Others, braving the treacherous path to the lighthouse during the day, report feeling a presence, a coldness that clings to the air, a feeling of being watched by unseen eyes. And when the wind howls through the broken windows, they swear they can hear the faint strains of a sea shanty, the mournful melody carried on the salty breeze. But Elias's presence is not always benevolent. Some say he's tormented, his spectral form forever reliving the night of the storm, searching for peace he cannot find. And those who dare to spend the night within the crumbling walls of the old lighthouse often meet with terrifying experiences. They report objects moving on their own, doors slamming shut with no explanation, and the chilling sensation of icy fingers brushing against their skin. Whether Elias is a benevolent protector or a vengeful spirit, one thing is certain: the old lighthouse remains a place of mystery and fear, a stark reminder that some souls are forever bound to the places they loved in life, for better or for worse. As the veil between our world and the spectral realm thins, we must retreat from these haunted shores, leaving the phantom watchman, the shadows, and the ghostly lighthouse keeper to their solitary vigils. But the chill of their tales lingers, a haunting reminder that some places are forever marked by the echoes of the past. Thank you for joining us on this terrifying journey through haunted watchtowers. If you enjoyed these stories, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more spine-chilling content. Until next time, stay safe and keep your lights on, for you never know what lurks in the shadows when the lights go out.